good y'all? Brand new comic grad this time with the final issue of the week. We got X-Force issue 3. Yo. This cover. You got Jean rocking fucking Serena. She looking badass too. Only ruined by this goddamn costume. Get this goddamn filth off of her. Please. Anyway, this should be good. Last issue, we had the crazy, we had saw Domino. Now she was not looking so hot. Not looking so hot, by say the least, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, this should be interesting. This should be interesting. Let's see where this leads, and we're gonna get Domino shower like how has she not died from like blood loss with having her skin cut off? Because that's just exposed flesh that's there. So how the hell is Wolverine gonna get her out of there? Like what's the plan? What's the plan? But I guess we'll find out in a bit. So let's just jump right in. Oh shit! We starting. Okay, we starting off here. Okay. Then we as humans recognize our limitations. Look at Domino's eye. The detail in there. She knows she fucked up. She's like fuck, and then invent remedies. Telescopes and microscopes compensate for the weakness of eyes. Oh god. Shoot, I'm not even. I'm already cringing. No, fam, no. Hammers and saw defy the softness of hands. Boots and skis allow feet to expand to explore rocks and snow and water. Yeah. No, fam, no. Yo, she naked too. Does she have any clothes on last issue? I'm legit trying to remember. I don't think she did, but yeah, I don't think she had clothes. Drugs shield and purify the body, and your Domino, she rips off her skin. No. You are a walking skeleton, okay? That will help us put. Oh my god! They legit put pieces of her skin on. Why does this guy have so much on his arms? And then this guy has these little straps around here. This dude got intricate designs on it and circles and shit, looking like Samoan tattoos, low-key. I'm like, why are y'all getting so detailed with that shit? Just slap some off. Why you gotta get all detailed and intricate with the designs, fam? Pain don't hurt. Mutants around the world are flying to the island nation of Krakoa for safety, security, and part of the first mutant state society. Unlike using skin grafts of Domino's body to fool Krakoa's defenses, the mercenary strike team infiltrates the island and assassinate Professor X, destroying his Cerebro helmet in the process. Jean Grey and Beast retrieve a backup Cerebro from that the Professor had installed in case of his demise. Meanwhile, Wolverine and Kid Omega follow the assassin's trail to South Korea, where they found biomanufacturing plant full of half-grown killers and Domino's half-filleted and clinging to life. So we got Wolverine, Kid Omega, Domino, Beast, Jean, Sage, Healer, Black Tom Cassidy, Magneto. Ooh, Magneto. And Professors. Ooh, we got Magneto in here. This gonna be good. Next page, yo. Alright, credits. Now, outside of Seoul, Krakoan commandment murder no man. I'm guessing it doesn't apply to lab-built hamburgers like these. That law is exactly why Krakoa will never work. Professor X has always been too kind, too generous, too optimistic about the proxonic slime that is humanity. Okay, yeah, she did have clothes. I was like, did she have clothes? Okay, yeah, she does. She got a bra and some panties or whatever. And now look what they've done. You're smart, kid, but that don't mean you know everything. You're telling me this doesn't make you angry? They're using Domino as a platform for bioprinting. She's been butchered. Oh, it's pissed. Oh, I'm pissed as hell. I know, because the results of that one X-Force comic called, X-Force Sex and Violence back in like 2006, ladies and these two got some history, you know what I'm saying? Gia! No.
A few moments later.
Nope. Why is she missing her eye? She had her eye in the last issue, unless I've gone blind or my memory is just shit. How'd she lose her eye, fam? No. Fuck the Cowboys. Seal a nation, motherfucker. Anyway, but trust me, the professor knows exactly what humans are capable of. The same as mutants, yo. Why'd they take her eye? Like, what purpose is that for taking her eye? I'm about to go back to, like, the last issue of X-Force. Hold on, let's see if I can pull up my other laptop. Because I know I swear to God, she still had her eye in that one. Let me see. Alright, hold up. I swear to God, she still had her eye. Let me finish this page while this loads up. The very best and the very worst. Oh shit. Next page. Come on, load, damn it. Alright. I swear to God that she still had her eye in that last issue. I don't know why the hell. Ugh, fam, no. Nah, fam, that's just fucked up right there. Okay. Come on, where the hell was it? It was right here. Oh, nah, she was missing her eye in that one too. You just couldn't really see it, or I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, she was missing her eye there too. I didn't even notice that, bruh. Alright, let me zoom out. I don't want to be looking at that, fam. Nah. Oh, hello there. I suppose this isn't a very scientific question, Gene. But do you think we'll miss dying? Next video. Who is this hulking beast thing? Krakoa. If your plan works, if we can bring Charles back, I'm trying to imagine what that means for mutant kind. Because he's not one life, he's all of our lives. We will become recklessly assured. Shouldn't we have a healthy fear of death? No, not at all. And here's why. When I was a kid, my family took a few road trips to Niagara Falls to accommodate natural parks. And when we got tired of driving, we stopped at country. When we got tired of driving, we stopped at country cemeteries. Why the fuck you stopping at cemeteries, Gene? God damn! My parents would lie down in the shade of a big tombstone to nap on or have a snack. Why are y'all napping on tombstones? Is Gene secretly a member of a family of fucking grave robbers? Like, what the hell's going on here? Were they part of some demonic cult to summon the Phoenix Force into her? Oh, good. Oh, hail thy devil. Give thy daughter the Phoenix Force. Like, what the hell's going on here? While they rested, my sister and I ran. We played a game. Who could find the oldest grave? Why are y'all stopping at cemeteries? Can I get the answer to this question first? Like, I feel this is the most important question that should be asked right now, ladies and gentlemen. I've died more times than anyone can keep track of. Oh yeah, I know. And maybe that's in part because I learned from a very early age that death was something to fear. Okay, now I see. They wanted to make death feel normal. So yeah, let's just go over to some cemeteries and, sleep by some graves, sleep by some tombs, and hope we ain't gonna piss off any spirit. Be like, yo, fam, get off my fucking tombstone. Were they pissing on the graves too while they were at it? Anyway, That made me a better person here. Yo, I love this panel right here, Jean. Like the amount of detail in her face, the coloring right here. It's just, ugh, just get her out of this goddamn costume. You're suggesting that death, or fear of it, rather makes people selfish. I suppose it doesn't encourage generosity or bravery. What I'm saying is, without death, life is less about me. Next page. And more about us. Hey! What's good, Charles? The long game of mutant kind. That's the dream of Krakoa. And we're charged with protecting it. Next page. Oh, time to wake up, Charles. Welcome back to the land of the living, fam. Kid, could you use some help about now? That shit psionic dampener. I need to get further away. Then run like hell, Logan. Don't worry, Dom. We got you. Power inhibitor. No, hey, kid. I'm running as fast as I can. Ugh, seriously, why'd they take her eye? Like, what purpose does that even serve? I got a feeling our luck's about to change. Oh yeah, Domino's power is that it's all. Yeah, her power is like good luck or whatever. Like she can give my feel bad. Like, honestly, I still don't know how that power works. Same thing with Black Cat. I'm like, I don't know how their luck powers actually work. Like, whatever. My powers, they're back. I'm back. Scion fires on perhaps like a scion, grabs like a psionic bazooka or whatever. Which means this walking pastry dish is dead meat. Next video. I love Kid Omega. This guy's awesome. Actually, guy was shooting the shit with about X-Men nowadays. He actually told me that if I want to read more Kid Omega, to check out Grant Morrison's run on X-Men, which I believe was the all new X-Men stuff from like the early 2000s. I believe that was called like All New X-Men, or what's it called, All New X-Men? I believe so. I believe he said that was actually where he debuted. So, low key, I've heard a lot of great things about Grant Morrison's run, but I want to check out even more just for Kid Omega. I love, like, seriously, I love this kid, you know. So anyway, Healing Garden. Any progress? He was torn apart by Wolverine. There's only so much do everything you can, healer, and more. We have thousands of questions about the attack. Not just who's responsible, but how they pulled it off, and what's their next move. Their next move might be. Next page. Oh, okay here. If he dies, so does the answers. Oh. Well, he dead now. It's definitely not Wolverine. He's too big to be Wolverine. Maybe it's the Juggernaut, bitch. No one questions the death of the fifth assassin. No one questioned the death of the fifth assassin. His condition was serious, but there was only so much that could be done when the body was stabbed and shredded by adamantium claws. The plan was to strip down his remains along with the remains of the other four to the very marrow in the hopes of discovering some biometric identification. These were not people after all. They were property, valuable property, and valuable property is tagged and shipped for reclamation. Perhaps Dr. Reyes or Healer would have found some serious signature traces even on a cellular level. Their bodies may contain many secrets, reinforced bones, and an abundance of fast-twitching muscle fibers, oversized adrenaline glands, hidden weapons in the form of explosive, putty, and gargering wire, calcium daggers narrowing in the nearest in the forearms. But this, a comprehensive autopsy, was not to be, because like the South Korean lab, the bodies were detonated. Their skeletons became shrapnel and no different than screws and stainless steel stuffed into an IED. The blast torn a Healer apart. He had been fast-tracked for... Oh shit, he got killed too and was fast-tracked for reconstruction. The brain and spinal cord of each body was delivered to the source, were believed to be the source of the explosion. It was unclear whether the assassins were outfitted with biological timers or it was an ambush that presented itself in response to the deep anatomical query. Next page. Hey, my man Magneto. Washington Square Park, Manhattan. It's not just here, it's all of them. Every gate, crowd gathering reporters, perhaps wanting to know whether it's true, whether Xavier's dead. And what would you propose I do? I was supposed to defend this island. I messed that up good and proper. Won't let it happen again. Up to me, I send a swarm of vines out to strangle a lot of them. Maybe stab some sticks in their eye. But I'm guessing you prefer your fancy words and your fancy ways. So you better do something, Magneto, before Black Tom does something. Ooh. Magneto, can you confirm Charles Xavier was assassinated? Was Cerebro destroyed as well? What does this mean for Krakoa and the mutant nation? Do the treaties still stand? It's alright. You don't have to say anything. Hey. Yeah, my man Charles still wearing the goddamn helmet. Take the goddamn Cerebro. So, because I know a lot of people were theorizing that whether or not Charles in this new version was like one of Mr. Sinister's clones or something, because he might have had a diamond, because that's why else would be wearing Cerebro all the fucking time. But then once he got killed, yeah, it was obvious he's fine. He's Charles. We saw it right there when he got resurrected. No marking. So I don't know why he's still wearing the helmet. Like, you can't take it off this one time and show people your face. Whatever. I can speak for myself, old friend. But Professor Xavier, how do we know it's really you? Take off the helmet. Maybe you're a shapeshifter. What if this is an illusion? Is that question any more relevant than it was before? The answer is still the answer. If this new geopolitical alliance is going to work, you have to trust that I'll always be there for you. Next page. Cerebro's sword. So we're not actually gonna see Jean rocking Cerebro on. Come on, you put that in the cover. It was probably like the most badass cover I've seen from one of the most definitely the best cover we've seen from X-Force so far. That looked so awesome with their Cerebro on. Come on, we couldn't really see it put on the helmet. Anyway, Cerebro's sword. When Xavier once again walked among his people, some could not help but cheer and cry with gladness. Others embraced him, some shocked, others shook his head, others bowed and kneeled on one knee. Forge grabbed him by the shoulders and dragged him closer and offered a big, hearty kiss on the mouth. Starting to laugh out of the professor. When he and Magneto finally had a private moment, his old friend did not smile or clap him on the back. Instead, stared long and hard at Charles before offering him a gift. The shattered remains of Cerebro, which had shaped into a sword. I suggest you keep it close, he said. Xavier took it by the hilt and promised to do as Magneto advised. So Charles is going to be rocking a sword made out of fucking Cerebro. Now we're talking. In his living quarters, he hung the Cerebro sword on the wall above his bed, as atonement and as a reminder. When he lays down, the point of it gleamed at him. He had never been a sound sleeper, even less so now, and that was good. That was a good thing. A man at war cannot be a man at peace. Even now and then, the sword would wink and glimmer with light, or hum with the data still coursing through it. Cerebro was broken, but forged anew and refined, like Xavier's dream. Next page. I'm absolutely famously the best. That even though I can take away your pain, and even though I can give you back the use of your arm and leg, I'm having trouble telepathically assessing your memories, the pain, and the narcotics made a mess of your brain. No shit, I'm living that mess right now. I wish I could tell you everything, but I can't. I feel like I've gone through a blender. Everything's scrambled. Been there, done. Been there, Dom. You'll find your way with time and rest. Xavier sent me to investigate shell companies. Next page. Ties to anti-mutant politics and business leaders. I follow the money. I can't remember much, but I remember a man. What man? The man with the peacock tattoo. Let's head back in, do a deep clean, see what we can. I don't think that's a good idea. Why? Lucky guess. Next page. Alright. The pointet. So what exactly did you tell the press, Magneto? We told them nothing, Miss Gray. Nothing about the assassination or the resurrection, nothing about Cerebro, nothing about, as I said, Miss Gray, nothing. That's why we're all hiding. That's why we're all hiding in this swamp hole with the waterfall roaring outside to hide our voices, to talk about nothing. We denied it even happened, and denial is what we're talking about here. Deniable operations, that is. Next, I think this is where we're actually going to set up the X-Force. I was hoping we were beyond this, honestly, but then, whoever they are operating from the shadows, so we need to respond in kind. You studied our enemy and determined they're trying to catch up with us, bioengineering themselves into weapons using science to give them what nature won't. And you follow their set and spill their blood like hunters. The left hand turns a page. The right hand makes a fist. That feels right to me. That feels like a force of God, or force of good. Excuse me. Next page. Xavier is back. Already he persuades us. Already pursues us. I told. To me, my X-Force. Yes, this isn't the time to be quiet. This is the time to get loud. We'll funnel money into xenophobic games, churches think tanks. We'll build an army of dummy accounts and chat groups online. We'll create every manner of disruption, dissonance, and of course we'll continue to hunt down mutants for our experiments. Every country has a shadow agent, Weapon X among them. Xavier made certain each and every one was defunded and disbanded. Next page. But just as the mutants have come together in Krakoa, the shadow has gathered here, and where shadows gather, there is darkness. We are one, and we are many. We are Xeno. To be continued. Alright, that was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome, man. So, I'm ending here, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, I'm gonna give this issue a 10 nothing. This was some hot shit, man. I love in this comic. Fallen Angels and then X-Force are down in my top 2 right now for the X-Men content. These are so fucking good, man. I love them. So I'm ending here, guys. I'm gonna give this issue a 10 out of 10. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Flag links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.